Hello and welcome everyone on this 4th of July afternoon to Palmer, Alaska and Herman Brothers Field for tonight's, or I should say this afternoon's game between the Mat-Su Miners and the Peninsula Oilers, Team Tabor.
And here comes arguably the best offense over the last 4 games in the Alaska Baseball League. Draker's been a huge part of it.
And that's dropping down into right field for a base hit, nearly catches made, diving stop, but it will fall down, and that's going to be a triple easily for Drake Kerr. The center fielder, Colin Robson, bet the farm that he could make that catch, and he came up empty. Drake Kerr will make you pay. So a leadoff triple, just like you were saying, the Miners in business straight away. Two due up are both sure best to do it. That's on the ground to short. Kerr is going to come home and score without incident, and the throw goes over first base. Ty Thomas jumps up and catches it, but he doesn't get his foot on the bag, so McCausland legs out a single, and Drake Kerr comes home. 1-0 Miners here in the first.
Here.
Tabor. And that goes to the backstop over the arm of Braden Smith, and that will score Kyle McCausland. 2-0 Mat-Su.
Yeah, that one just sailed over the head of Smith and made it easy for McCausland to come home. No hesitation, made the right play. And
those 5 games, and that's a comebacker right into the glove of Tabor. He throws it to short and in time to first, but not in time to turn 2, and that will score Christian Perez. The throw getting away from the first baseman Thomas.
This crowd is going to make it even harder on the Oilers. Hard to say, but in terms of a road crowd, they probably haven't faced anything quite like this all year.
That goes all the way to the backstop over the head of Smith. That will score a run. Scow comes in, and another wild pitch scores another run. 4-0 Mat-Su. Now on wild pitches, as you mentioned, with runners on third base. So if Christian Perez is not able to get a hit here, at least you get something out of this opportunity. 2-2. Into right field and down for a base hit. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. 1 run is in. Kerr and Baltz following. Into second base comes Perez, and he's going to be out. That throw beats him from Cole Wilson to retire the side, but not before a pair of runs come in to score. 6-0 between the Miners and the Oilers. Got him home with the bases loaded. 0-1 from Tabor, and that gets through the catcher Smith. So another run will score. The Miners taking advantage of miscues by the Oilers, and the lead keeps growing 7-0 here in the third.
There's a little bit of turbulence in the air at the moment. We saw some clouds yesterday at Wrangell St. Elias as well.
Saw some clouds and not a ton else. 0-2 is high and off the glove of Smith once again. I don't even think he realized that wasn't in his glove because he just sat there for a second, didn't make a play, and Brandon Duran said, "I will take that." Got to waltz home, 8-0.
Yeah, decided to go for it. The pitch was a little bit low. Tough to say whether or not it would have been in the zone.
And that's lifted out to left field by Richard. The fielders are under it. Center fielder Robson has it, but tagging and coming in to score without incident, Nick Bisaccia makes it a 9-0 game, and now the Miners have officially scored 3 runs in their first 3 innings, and they're not done yet here.
Completely changed the tempo of the game. Here's a ground ball through the right side for a base hit, and a run's going to score for Peninsula. Staying at third will be Soto, and Peninsula has brought it to a 9-1 game, an RBI single for Colin Robson, and Peninsula finally on the scoreboard.
They do weird things sometimes.
Here's a ground ball right to the second baseman, and it gets through the glove of Richard, and a run's going to score. Soto comes home, and it's 9-2 Peninsula. That is going to be an E4 on Richard on the way, and he is going to deliver a walk. And that'll bring in another run as Rafa Arxonda first. And it is now a 9-3 game. Peninsula making some progress here. They've brought it to a 6-run game after things looked all but settled between these two teams. Can Burke find the zone? He cannot. It's a hit-by pitch. It got Thomas in the back, and another run scores for the Oilers. That's now 4 here in the top of the 7th, and the lead has almost been cut in half. Third base representing run number 10 in the game for Mat-Su, and he is hoping that this maybe goes for ball 4 right here. Worthgen fires in the pitch, and that is ball 4. So that's going to be an RBI for Blake Baltz. Not in the most orthodox way, but Durand reaches home. It's a 6-run game, and Mat-Su is on the board for the first time since the bottom of the third.
Wire to wire, essentially. 3-1 is on the ground. This should be even easier. Richard to Perez, and that'll do it. Nolan Murphy puts the finishing touches on a 10-4 win here on the 4th of July. The crowd here in Palmer is happy. And Matsu is 10-9. They are back above 500.